Jack, what I found interesting earlier, you were talking about when you were growing up and this kind of culture of, the men always having to. Did you find when you moved to the UK, did you find British culture a shock then? Because I certainly did, coming from Ireland, moving to London. I noticed a complete shift in the culture of their directiveness. Did that clash with yours?
Yeah. Oh my God. There's actually one very specific incident that I remember. It was me on my first day at secondary school. I went to secondary school in Maida Vale.
Scream.
And sorry?
You made a veil.
No,
in Maida Vale. It's a place in Maida Vale, you idiot. It's a place in London.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you just went to school in a veil, and I was like, work.
Yeah.
I went to school and I made a veil. Yeah, love.
Yeah, I was like, work, queen.
But yeah, no, it was my first day at secondary school, and I walked up to this guy and I was like, hi, I'm Kwaku, because Kwaku is my first name, but I don't use that because it's not the brand. But so I was like, hi, I'm Kwaku, and held out my hand to shake his hand, and he looked at me and then kissed his teeth and turned around and walked away.
Bro,
I was like, what? Like, people are just like that. Like, no one would ever. The way I was brought up, like, and the way that I was taught to socialize with people, that was like completely different. And then when people didn't like you, it wasn't like a simple like, okay, like, we're not gonna hang out. Like, there was all of this frenemy stuff. Like, no, we don't have time for it. When you start talking to someone, you're getting to know them, right? So you're just like listening to their story about like, whatever it is that they're talking about at the time. This sounds like I'm like everyone's. I do listen. I do pay attention.
I'd be like,
but like, they'll tell you about themselves, whatever. Like, that's fine. But it's actually about like in communicating things. Hey, Friday, not going to work for me because of this, that, and the other. That doesn't happen. What happens is, oh, I'm not sure because of this, and so on and so forth, which is basically just keeping me like an option.
Yeah.
Or at least I feel that way. And that's just not what I'm down with.
Well, I think, we spend a lot of time in the modern dating world talking around the fact that, like, oh no, that text does not mean that, and that, you know what I mean? And actually I don't know, maybe it's hard to tell, because I've definitely been in situations where I'll get a text that's like, I can't do this day and I'm kind of free, and that really cryptic thing. And then you're like, right, well, I'm going crazy. He doesn't like me. Obviously, I've done something wrong. Then turns out it's all fine. And it just turns out that that's the way he communicates. Then I've also been on dates and in text situations when someone's non-committal, and it means that they're not into you. And so how do you, right? Like, does that make sense? Like, I guess directness helps. I don't know. God. Dating is a mind-boggling thing to me, because I've never got it right, genuinely. Except with my first 3 husbands, but they're, all dead now, so.